Hello, good morning, and even good afternoon and good evening today. Uh, Today I have come with a new topic. This is about the essay, and the title of the essay is From the Mountainhead. Right? Mountainhead means an abundant source of knowledge, right? To the future. From the mountainhead to the future means from the abundant source of knowledge to the future, and how it was knowledge in the past, how fountainhead was there with the writers in the past, how the abundant of knowledge was there in the past, and how that sort of knowledge can be maintained even to the future. That is the concept of the title of the essay. It is written by Alexander York, right? And this is an essay, right? From the Mountainhead to the Future is an essay written by Alexander York. It was published in 2000, and it is for the representationalism in the visual arts. It presents the visual arts, what visual art exactly is, how the visual art is reflected, represented, right? It is about human values and the visual arts, right? This essay talks about human values and even just visual arts, and it pleads about melody sorry melody in music, grace and intelligible expressiveness of movement in dance and rhyme, and meaning in written works. How that dance, how melody, how expressions, and all other forms of values of art, of music can be reflected in the written work. That is the concept of the writer. She argues this Alexander York argues that the art and philosophy should be and can be a savior of human values. Art shapes the human values. Philosophy shapes the human values. Art and philosophy are quite essential to preserve the human values. She asserts that artistic beauty that expresses life, serving values, and humanistic ideas and ideals. Artistic beauty expresses the artistic ideas and ideal ideas, and it is nothing more than serving human values. Art serves the human values. Artistic beauty serves the human values. Artistic expresses the life serving as human values, right? And art has the light and beauty to inspire the life. It is because of the art people have the inspiration of life, have the beauty of life, right? So art has much more value in the human life. The philosophical flame ignited means burn in ancient Greece, and it spread its civilization across the world. That means philosophical burning fire started from the ancient Greeks. Our philosophical ideas started from ancient Greeks, and it spread its civilization across the world. In absence of ancient Greek, the world would not have got this sort of civilization at present, and it has become the center of knowledge at present. But the present knowledge is without the sense of human values. That means in ancient philosophical values, philosophical ideas, philosophical flames of Greek, there was civilization, there was knowledge, there was philosophical thoughts. But at present, the essence of human values are lost in the knowledge of the present world. So the future may be void of knowledge and its source. So the writer thinks that future will be without knowledge. Future will be without the source of knowledge. Maybe there will be nil. Maybe there will be zero. Maybe there will be void of knowledge and nothing else in future. That is the concept of the writer. The result is the challenge to express the best knowledge found within us today. So the writer says it is our duty, our responsibility of the modern people to express the best knowledge found within us, to explore the best knowledge found within our scientific mind, right? It is through the works of art that project the world. Means it is through the works of art the world can be projected at its most beautiful. And man and woman are in their most notable state because of this works of art, man and woman are in their most notable condition because of the knowledge, right? Ancient Greek was the human ideal. It was the time of having human ideal, best thing, right? And best knowledge, philosophical thought, art, music, everything was developed in ancient Greek. Now it seems almost zero. Modern world seems almost void in the production of philosophical thoughts, philosophical knowledge, philosophical ideas, and then even music and art. So still ancient Greek is the source of gaining knowledge, abundant source of knowledge. That is why fountainhead, ancient Greek is the fountainhead even today, right? But the fountainhead of the present may not give the equal knowledge, philosophical thought, art, music to the future world. And it is our responsibility, it is our duty to manage that sort of knowledge, that sort of fountainhead at present for the future generation. Ancient Greece was the human ideal. There was moral and spiritual excellence, a personal character, and a physical fitness. There was physical fitness, there was personal character, excellence of personal character, spiritual excellence of personal character, moral excellence of spiritual character. All these characters people had in ancient Greeks. But at present, these excellencies, this spiritual excellence of personal character and these moral characters are almost becoming zero, almost becoming just void at present, and it may not be realized in future at the fountainhead to the present age. So the writer thinks that we must develop this sort of concept now and move ahead for the future generation to give that sort of fountainhead is the ancient Greece provided to the present world, right? Art was the origin in the Greek philosophy, and it became universal language with the power to communicate abstract philosophical ideas, and it reminding spirit of beauty. And it is reminding, not it reminding, please aid there, it is reminding, right? Is missed there. It is reminding spirit, right, of beauty even today. It is because of philosophical mind, philosophical origin of the Greek, and then spiritual universal language of the Greek, and it has become the power to communicate abstract philosophical ideas, and it is reminding spirit of beauty and philosophy even today from the Greek philosophy, right? Philosophical ancestors had the principles of pragmatism and tolerance, emotional as well as political activism. There was political activism in Greek. There were philosophical ancestors in the Greek, and they had the principle of pragmatism, means practical use of tolerance of emotions. But now it is not becoming so at present for the future. Everything was called art in ancient time in Greek, but the values and the ideals without human essence would be annihilation of art. Yes, and what the writer says is that the values and ideals without of human essence, without of human values, without of human just reality, human thought, humanistic belief, it would be annihilation, it's a destruction of art. Without of human values, art is not art. Without of human ideals, art is the destruction, nothing else, right? The best work of art at present is escaped from the reality. There is no real reality of the art. Best work of art is not found in the reality of work of art at present. So it was found in the past, but not at present, right? There are many divisions like black and white people, men and women, mind and body, reason and emotion, and art and meaning. There are many divisions of the ideas of these human values and human thirds. People just divide the human beings as black person, white person, male, female, mind and body, talking about reason, talking about emotion, right? And then art and its meaning. These are the divisions. The TV movies, the visual arts, popular fiction, music and sex are absence of values at present, right? It was there human values in TV movies. It was their human values in visual arts. There was human values and ideals in popular fiction in Greek time. There was values, human values in music and sex in the Greek times, in the philosophy of Greek people in ancient time. But now these values are not found. These human values are not found in TV movies, in visual arts, in popular fiction, in music and sex. These are only the ideas, matter of thought, but not the reality. The media mongers rush to explore the souls of serial killers at present. Rapists are there, child molesters are there. Only a few think of exploring heroes. Now there are no heroes exploring in our human values of work of art. Nowadays people are just exploring the serial killers, rapists, child molesters. These are not human values, right? No creators and achievers, heroes, good people, good work doers were the heroes, were the real people who presented human values. But these serial killers, rapists and child molesters never produce the human values in the society, in the mass media. We live in an age that is emotionally conflicted. This is the age in which emotionally it is conflicted, and we are offered the false alternatives of emotional indulgence. We are not getting good alternatives. It is false alternatives of emotional indulgence. But we don't have original emotions. We don't have original thoughts in our feelings, right? But the writer says that we should not be hopeless and sad because the destruction is so much. But the writer has a positive tone. Writer does not just advises us, does not advise us to become quite hopeless and to think only from negative side. It is not only complete destruction now, right? The new path of creation of art and its beauty is to begin again. Now, in the same way, is new path of creation of art and beauty has to begin now, as it started, as it had begun in the Greek philosophy. Now it is the time to start the similar type of renaissance, similar type of new creation of art, similar type of new reflection of beauty of art, as the Greek people reflected, they brought in the past. This sort of thing, these things are to be brought at present now. A new path may be clear to direct our culture, to re-examine and redefine values. Now we have to direct our culture. We have to re-examine our culture and our human values, and we have to redefine our human values as the Greek people had in the mind in the past. We should not go in the same way as it is at present. We need emotional fuels now. Without emotional fuels, we cannot become like Greek philosophers. There must be nurturing, not only the mind, but also the heart and the souls as well. Nurturing is required. Nurturing of the mind, nurturing of the heart, nurturing of the soul is required for the fountainhead, for the abundant knowledge of the future generation at present, to become like the ancient Greek philosophers, ancient Greek writers, right? Greek is the matter of history now. It has become the past. Now it is our personal responsibility and duty of the modern people to develop the similar type of philosophical thought, art, human values and things at present. And for that we need to direct our culture. We need to re-examine and redefine our human values. And then we must nurture our mind. We must nurture our thoughts. We must nurture our heart and nurture the souls to get the similar type of thoughts and ideas of the Greek people, Greek philosophy of the past. We must rationalize values and seek common ground among individuals. Yes, we must get rationalization of the human values. We must search the common ground among individuals, and we must share universal values, and we must share eternal truths that hold for all mankind. Eternal truths, universal values, right? And then see common human values, rational values, are to be made for the mankind of the future generation. We must glorify beauty instead of ugliness now. We should not just glorify only ugliness, because media, present mass media, is running after serial killers, rapists, and child molesters. That is not glorification. These sort of negative things, ugly things, should not be glorified. Only the positive things, only human values and ideas, ideal ideas are to be glorified and highlighted for the future generations. Beauty refers to order, protection, balance, harmony, and grace created by human hands. What is beauty then? Beauty does not mean only the attraction, glamour that is found outside. Beauty means order, beauty means proportion, beauty means balance, beauty means harmony created in the society, beauty means grace, honor, respect, right, created and by the human hands in the society. So this is how we need to re-examine and redefine our heart, our mind, and our soul for the creation of the philosophical ideas, thoughts, music, work of art, and other values, right? Visual arts for the future generation. Some expressions of beauty are highest of human values, which are reflected clearly and sharply from a mirror. From the mirror, the clearest values of the beauty can be reflected. Highest form of human values can be reflected from the mirror, that can be presented sharply in the mirror. High art communicates timeless and universal human values, and present art is supposed to be low art, because it is only about the serial killers, rapists, and molesters, about ugly things of the society. But ideal things of the society are not presented, which is called high art. That high art has universal values, that has universal human values, that communicates timelessness of human values. It does not confine only within the certain period and time. Beauty can be charm, beauty can be beautiful, beauty can be natural as well as man-made without being high art. That is beauty. But high art cannot exist without the form of beauty. High art remains only with the beauty. As Greek people presented their high art with the thoughts, with the philosophical ideas, and their concept that they developed. Beauty can be both physical and mental. Mental beauty is much more important. Last time also I talked about the internal beauty. This is much more important than external beauty. Internal beauty means excellence, character, skill, right? And then talent, whatever the expertise we have in our brain, that is internal beauty. That is mental beauty. And physical beauty means external appearance of the body. So this can be two types. The greatest art is both beautiful and true. Greatest art is both beautiful as well as truth, right? Art, the most powerful and the greatest art, is regarded just beautiful as well as true. The strength of art is timeless. There is no time of the art, and the beauty can be found in the harmonies and variations in melodies. Beauties can be found within the harmonies, within the melodies, within the variation of melodies, and it is timeless. Beauty is not only for certain time. Maybe the art was beautiful in Greek time, and it is beautiful at present. It will be beautiful even in future. So beauty is universal and timeless. It is an expression through images. Beauty is expressed through images, through sounds, with artistic pleasure and emotional intellectual connection. There is emotional intellectual connection in beauty. There is expression of images in beauty. There is the expression of sounds in beauty, and there is the aesthetic pleasure in beauty. So art is itself for life. There is a connection, relationship between the art and the life. And loving for life means loving art. If we love life, that means we love art. If we love art, that means we love life. So there is a very good connection between the art and the life. In absence of art, there is no life. In absence of life, there is no art. So artistic work comes out of life. The writers, painters, and composers, dancers, musicians, actors, poets, and sculptors reflect the beauty of life. They, through their arts, writers write the beauty full work of their writing through the life. Painters present the beauty of life. Composers present the beauty of life. Dancers present the beauty of life. Musicians present the beauty of life, right, in their art. Actors and poets present the beauty of life in their actings, in their writings. Sculptures reflect the beauty of life in their art. So there is a great connection, deep connection, the relationship, just like the flesh and blood of human body in the art and life. And art may be the only dynamic, powerful imagination for us to a better future, right? Dynamic, powerful imagination that would be better artistic work for future generations. Greek ideals must not be repeated but should be inherited. We should not repeat the same Greek ideals for the creation of the Mountainhead, means knowledge, abundant of knowledge for the future. But that can be inherited. Inherited means we can learn from there and modify and present our own beauty, present our own philosophical ideas and thoughts in our work of creation, in our work of art, right? That is, art is not repeating, not the repetition. Greek ideals must not be repeated. Yes, we must seek to better tomorrow, right, through human values that can be best within us, and we must show the future culture is the golden ages of the past. Now we must do for future at present. We must create the art of human values at present that will be best for future. We must create out of ourselves, and we must show the future the culture of golden age of today that the future generation may realize. If we create the golden ages of the culture, golden art at present, and that future will call this is as the golden age, is we are able to call that Greek as the golden age of philosophy and art. We must not spread by only the scent of perfume in the air. Means we must not keep only the scent of perfume in the air, means in shallow, almost empty things. There must be philosophical ideas, philosophical thoughts. Moral ideals should come from the future, right? For the future, we must develop moral ideals for the future. We must give moral guidelines, moral philosophical thoughts for the future in the artistic form for future generation to appreciate us, to learn from the modern age, right? We must support the places and organizations for the common vision of fresh expressions of the individualism and the beauties of the world. Beauties of the world must be supported for the just individuals to create the work of art. We must support the organizations for the creation of vision of fresh expression of individual work of art. Individual alone cannot do that. There are many organizations, many institutions. Those institutions and organizations must be supported by the modern people for the creation of fresh work of art, individual beauty of work of art for the world of the future. The sorrows of humankind, may be lamenting over what is wrong, must be stopped. We must stop that lamentation. We must stop the sorrows of the humankind. We must stop talking about the just 2001 Twin Tower attack. Rather, we must create out of that Twin Tower attack the beautiful work of art, the beautiful just philosophical work, so that people can realize, can just praise as the golden age of creation by the Pentagon attack, by the Twin Tower attack. That is what philosophical thought and original ideas must be brought. Lamentation is not the work. It is wrong and it must be stopped. We must fight and establish a cooperative effort to create a river of knowledge. We must have a river of knowledge, great knowledge. Knowledge can be made abundant, fountain head of knowledge should be there. River of knowledge we can bring through the cooperation, cooperative effort. Individual person cannot make that river of knowledge. Many heads can create many ideas and multiple ideas. That multiple ideas of many heads can be cooperative effort for the creation of river of knowledge, right? The writer says that the prices of Americans is to generate another renaissance for mind. Now, writer says that it is the price for Americans to generate another renaissance of mind, renaissance of body and the soul in harmony. Now, writer thinks that American people have their responsibility for the renaissance of mind, body and the soul in the for the harmony of the future, right, generations. The concept of brotherhood must be shared as human values rather than colors, creed, means faith, religion, gender, or bloodline. We should not talk about the color discrimination, black and white, gender discrimination, discrimination in religion, discrimination in bloodline. Rather, we must share the common human values as a brotherhood, that black and white are also the brothers, and any people having any religions in the world are our brothers, and we must develop the knowledge for the future to share in the similar line of thought. Americans are charged with the more profound of giving expressions to deeper mood for the celebration of joys. Yes, American people are celebrating their joys. They are charged, they are giving expression of deeper mood for the celebration of joys. They are having the hopes and possibilities of life. They are just doing something great for the possibilities of life, for the hopes of better life and the celebration of joys. And Americans can cause the darkness and draw back the curtain of darkness to let the light in. That means American people have the power to curse the darkness, to throw the darkness and bring that darkness back and through the curtain of darkness and then light it, right? This should express life serving human values and human ideals, right? Americans should express their life serving human values, serving human ideals. The philosophical flames should be ignited, means burn, as the ancient Greeks did at present. This is the main point of the writer. Now it is the time for the flaming of philosophical thought, right? Philosophical fire at present for the future generation, as the ancient Greek did for the present generation, right? America was founded at the philosophical incarnation of Greek Renaissance light. Yes, it is because of that Greek, right? America was founded. Columbus, right, was there to discover America, and this Columbus was almost financed by the Greek king and queen. So America, incarnation of America, for exploration of America, finding of America is the outcome of Greek Renaissance light. In absence of Greek Renaissance light, it was not possible to find, to incarnate the America and American thoughts now. So now maybe there are many unexplored places like America before Greek explored it in Renaissance light. We have to find it out. The spiritual renewal thought through art and the clear human value can flow from the fountainhead to the future, to the human history. This is what the writer says. Spiritual renewal. We have to have a renewal of the spiritual art, spirituality through the art, spirituality through and the human clear human values through the art, and knowledge, fountainhead at present for the future history, for the history of future generation, right? This is how the writer has talked about the responsibility and duty of the modern people. In ancient time, Greek people did many things. Greek was the center of thought. Greek was the center of music. Greek was the center of art. Greek was the center of painting, sculpture. Greek was the center of Renaissance. Greek was the center of knowledge and creation and everything else, right? But and that same idea of the Greek philosophical thought is functioning, working, and becoming the source for the modern world, for the present world. And America was incarnated through the Greek Renaissance light. Now we modern people are not doing that sort of things, and now it is our responsibility of the modern people, especially American people, European people, to bring this sort of new spiritual renewal of spiritual thought, spiritual work of art, painting, sculpture, music, dance, and visual arts for the future generation. If we do not work at present without the repetition of the ancient work of Greek work of art, and with the new thoughts, new idea, new principle, new thought, if we do not do at present, and we will be forgotten in the future. We won't become the fountainhead for the future generations. Is the source of knowledge. We need to do something great is at present in the form of art, work of art, music, third, dance, and then a philosophical work for the future generation, to make future glorious, to make future generation glorified to the present world. This is how the writer has presented the complete thought as the fountainhead, means abundant source of knowledge. That was in Greek, and now it is to create at present to the future generation. This is the idea. Please listen it, and you can enjoy even more ideas. Thank you. Perhaps I did as I could. Thank you.